G'day guys, I'm going to provide you with a summary of the latest budget, the 2022 budget, in really simple terms. Okay, so I'll pick out all the highlights and in particular those that are going to affect the majority of our clients. So there's been an increase in a once-off cost of living offset. So those people who are generally under sort of $20,000, you can expect an extra $420 when you prepare next year's tax return. Once again, there for the low income earners, there has been an increase in the Medicare threshold, which means that you actually end up paying less Medicare. There's a really good measure, tax deductibility for COVID-19 testing. So if any of you have had to spend any money on sort of COVID-19 related tests, being backdated to July of last year, when you do your next tax return, you'll be able to claim them as a deduction. Businesses who are fortunate enough to receive any grants in the last 12 months, the government has said that they will be exempt from income tax, which is a really good measure. There's going to be a varying of the GDP uplift factor for tax instalments. So if you're receiving tax instalments for your business or personally, they will not go up as they have in the past as much. For those receiving pension payments from their self-managed super fund, there's been a reduction in how much you actually have to take. The government will provide a one-off $250 cost of living payment to eligible recipients. So if you're basically receiving any Centrelink payments, you can expect about $250 and receive that the next 4 to 6 weeks. There's been a temporary reduction in the fuel excise, so hopefully the 20-cent reduction will hit the Bowsers in the next couple of weeks. Housing, that's going to be much easier. There's going to be an extra 50,000 spaces for those who want to get into their first home loan, and there's going to be a home guarantee scheme helping those particular cohort. Now for small businesses, those turning over less than $50 million, which is the majority of us, there's going to be a 20% increase, bonus increase for expenses and depreciable assets, basically for digital uptake and for those for training. So if you're spending $100, for example, on training or digital upgrades, if you spend $100, you get a deduction for $120. Once again, a 20% uplift. Some of the other measures which I think are important to know: national security. The government's going to be spending about $10 billion on national security, making us a safe country. The government has also announced that it's going to spend about $1 billion on mental health, and a fair chunk of that is going towards women and girls. Family paid parental leave, trying to increase that to 20 weeks, and that can be accessed by more people. Infrastructure, there's going to be about $18 billion to be spent on road and rail. And of course, this is always good for the economy, because that's $18 billion that the government's going to be throwing into the economy, which soaks up our trades and also generates more work and for our economy. Now, once again, they're just the basic highlights. All of them are extremely positive, but they do need to be passed by the government, so there'll need to be some sort of support by the Labor government, of which they've indicated that they're going to do. So all in all, I hope that's a really simple summary for you guys to digest. Thank you.